Ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. We have another top content creator out there within the Call of Duty community calling out Activision for their lies, their BS, and basically for just doing a terrible job within Black Ops 6. We have this video from JGOD called "Does Call of Duty Think Its Players Are Stupid?" And I wanted to react to this video. I wanted to give you guys my opinions, my thoughts, and I also wanted to see your guys' opinions in the comment section below because I really think this is something that needs to be covered. Also, if you guys could, make sure you guys hit that like button. It helps out the video a ton. Subscribe if you have not already. I post a video every single day. You guys are not going to regret it. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get into it.
So we're kind of in a funny situation where it feels like Call of Duty thinks that its player base is stupid, and to a certain extent, maybe they are. They continue to play the game. A lot of people do. They continue to buy the bundles. Even with all the issues, people still do that. People will be lagging all over the place, and then they'll go, "Where's ranked? I want to play ranked so I can disconnect and lose SR." I don't get.
I want to stop only 20 seconds into this video because he does have a point. Now, I feel like I continue to play this game because I just love Call of Duty. I love what it used to be. I love just the dopamine I get from it, but I do also hate this game. It's a love-hate relationship. Now, a lot of people always ask me, and they always say in my videos, "Why do you always bitch and complain and still play this game, Rick?" Well, I bitch about this game a lot because I feel like from a content creator standpoint, from just a basic casual gamer sometimes, okay, there are easy fixes that this company could make, company mean Activision, to make this game better, like getting rid of SBMM, getting a better anti-cheat, investing in better servers, focusing on the game itself instead of the store. That way the game is actually better and the maps are better. Stuff that like easily could be fixed, but unfortunately the company running their business model, they're not thinking the same way. That's why I bitch and complain. Now, I also continue to play the game because, like I said, it's the only game I've been playing for 16 years, and I've actually enjoyed every single year, or at least most years, okay? And there's no other game that gives me that type of feeling that Call of Duty has. There's no first-person shooter out there other than Call of Duty that gives you that good feeling, in my honest opinion. I know there's a lot of other games I need to try. I just need to, stop thinking about buying games and how that's going to hurt my bank account. Just buy the game that's going to make me feel better. But he does have a point. There are people out there that bitch and complain and will always buy these bundles. That's not me, okay? I talked about Nade Shot in my previous video. He buys way too many bundles. That's the problem right there. They see how many bundles are being bought. They see all the money they are making. So, of course, they're going to continue to push those bundles. That needs to stop. If you don't like the way the game is, stop buying the bundles. You could also stop playing. I just can't play anything else, guys. There's nothing else I want. I don't want to buy another game, honestly, and I don't feel like there's no other game, first-person shooter. That's my type of game. But JGOD might be also right. Maybe we are just stupid. I mean, I say I'm stupid all the time.
Get it? Like I said before in previous videos,
I'll never play ranked though.
Games. I started Death Stranding because Death Stranding 2 comes out at the end of the month, and I want to be kind of caught up on that. But that's an aside. This in regards to this is now the third time that COD has put out a tweet with their Call of Duty update account where it feels like they're gaslighting the player base. And whether it's true or not, the perception is that they're gaslighting their player base, and perception becomes reality. This is kind of how a lot of things work. If something is perceived as valuable, it's valuable. Even if it is or isn't, that they're going to be able to charge a lot. And that's not just in gaming or Call of Duty. If something is perceived as low value, there it goes. And it's just kind of one of those things. So the specific tweet that I'm talking about is that they say a UI feature test that surfaced select store content in the loadout menus was published in Season 4 update in error. This feature has now been removed from the live game.
So they always continue to do this stuff, guys. They always say it was an error. It's not what they meant to do. And it's always something that's promoting something to make them more money, like store content, because we all know the store never goes down. The game itself could be broken. There could be so many bugs that break the game, make the game unplayable, the servers, whatever. We all saw that when Season 4 was updated. But there's always a working store, and there's always going to be a bug or error that's promoting shit in the store. You guys remember the Squid Game stuff? Remember how it would automatically just put that Squid Game skin on, the free one you got, to promote it? Because I remember I never put the skin on, but of course I would go in a Warzone game and there's the skin. I would go in a multiplayer game after just switching it back to my normal one, like it's supposed to be, the Squid Game skin will be back on. They always do this because it's going to make them more money. The more people see it, the more people are going to want it, the more people are going to pay for it.
You guys didn't get a chance to catch this one. I don't have any footage of it, I don't think. But basically what would happen is you would load in, when you go to adjust your loadouts, normally when you select to create a class and then you select over the weapon, and then you can select through the various blueprints or make a new class for that weapon, and then you could start from scratch with no attachments. Well, before, like in between the create new class and the actual blueprint you have, whether you have a 5 attachment meta build, 8 attachment, your zombie build, your multiplayer build, whatever, before you can go through there, it would have the bundle. And obviously specific ones to certain weapons that are out, whether it's the Jay and Silent Bob bundle. And it's just like, okay, why even say it like that? Like, oh, it's a you. That sounds like they're trying to be honest, but the reality is do we really trust that? Because maybe they were planning to bring that out in season 5 and it went early. So what? It's like, oops, our bad. That's still going to come back later. But it felt more like, oh, we put it in there. There was a little bit of backlash surrounding that. So let's go ahead and pull it, and we'll just say it was an accident. It was.
How about a simple fix of just getting rid of the Call of Duty store until you guys fix your game? How about that, Activision? I mean, how about you just get rid of the fucking store until you fix the damn game? I mean, hit the like button if you agree with that statement. Jesus Christ.
It was a bug. And if they didn't have a pattern of this type of behavior,
yes,
I could believe it. I could say, you know what? Hey, accidents do happen.
Yep.
Fool me once, shame on, you. Fool me twice, there's going to be some problems, right? So this is where we get into a pattern of this behavior.
Yep.
And not only did that happen, there was another instance where it says, we're investigating a bug where player levels and level icons may not appear for match-made players in the lobby list.
Oh, yeah.
So the example of this one was primarily in multiplayer. What you'll do is queue up. And sometimes if you're playing solo, you can see that, oh, dang, there's a few Master Prestiges in the lobby. I'll go ahead and back out of this one. I don't really feel like sweating that hard.
Yep.
So I'll back out and I'll queue up again. Oh, okay. Low levels. Oh, this could be a little bit like good because it's a little bit feeling more casual. Be an easier lobby. Maybe I can use an off-meta gun to kind of level it up to camos. Well, this feature was hidden and it wasn't looking like the normal bug. Whereas if we talked about a level 1 bug, most people can acknowledge that there's been a level 1 bug in Warzone for months.
It's been in here since the launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and we are in June, and this game was dropped in October, late October, so we'll just call it November, December, and then plus 6. It's been out for 8 months, and we continue to still get the same bugs that this game launched with. So that's number 1, embarrassing. Number 2, he's talking about how the level 1 bug is basically where you would kill somebody and it will show level 1. Happens all the time, happens all the fucking time. But this new thing is such bullshit. This new thing of literally hiding the entire icon, hiding the entire level. It just shows their name. Doesn't even show if they're partied up. It is all full on because skill-based matchmaking has killed this community that nobody is playing multiplayer. I don't know why they continue to push the fact or continue to push this narrative that skill-based matchmaking is good for the community. It's good for Call of Duty because everybody I know that plays this game, nobody likes it. Even the casual players, even the players that are not that good at this game do not like skill-based matchmaking. So why do they continue to keep on putting it in the game when their player count has dropped insane? Yeah, I mean, it has been so bad within multiplayer this year. I'm playing 10v10. I'm trying to find a 10v10 game. Think about this. 10v10, one of the most famous, one of the most popular game modes in Call of Duty, takes me 5 minutes to get in one lobby. 5 minutes, because either skill-based matchmaking algorithm is cranked up that high that it's trying to find a decent lobby to put me in for my skill level, or because nobody's playing the fucking game. Small map mosh pit, same thing. It always takes at least a couple minutes to find one lobby in this game. Back in MW2 2009, 2 seconds. 2 seconds to find a game. And if anybody doesn't believe me, just go back and play. You could probably find a lobby within 2 seconds right now of MW2 2009. So all this hiding players, levels and stuff is to make people not back out because there's not enough people to play this game, so they want you to stay in that lobby.
Where if you kill someone, it'll just say level 1. Even if they're Prestige Master, level 1000, Prestige 3, level 44 or whatever, still say level 1. Known bug, you keep your game open for like 2 or 3 hours without a restart, it'll say level 1. You restart it, boom, it's back to saying the appropriate level.
Not all the time.
This wasn't that. Not everyone in the lobby was level 1. That would have been, even though it would have been another thing, it would have been at least understandable because we've seen the bug happen in other parts. And as we know with the janky spaghetti code or whatever the game is built on, if a bug's in one area, it'll be in another area.
This code is built by AI.
And then it makes perfect sense.
100%.
This particular case, different UI icon. It's like a grayed out person silhouette. And it's like, okay, you're trying to pull another fast one.
Yep.
I can't believe you. Again, if this was in isolation and it was rank 1, that'd be more believable. But that's not what's happening. And we've had this happen again in December. There was an issue where in the kill cam, it would give you the headshot hit markers visually, but on the actual player, the damage, it didn't actually do that. And they tweeted out back then, it says, we've identified an issue that could result in erroneous visual blood effects. So this is pretty noticeable in snipers, where you would shoot somebody, get the blood missed, but no hit marker. And you're like, what? How does that work? And it says, when damage was not actually dealt while shooting at enemies in all modes. So this was appearing in other modes.
Oh my God, man.
And everyone just laughed at them. Like, there's no way. And there's people that did some testing with some lag comp type stuff, and they were able to replicate these things on one screen but not the other. And it's just basically their servers and the net code or whatever is going on with that. More complicated.
It also could have been a skill-based damage. You guys know I talked about this because I just don't know what this community and what this company has become, because I never experienced this stuff back in older Call of Duties, and we have better technology now, and we have more issues in today's COD than previous ones. Just explain that to me. How to multi-trillion-dollar company, ladies and gentlemen, billion-dollar if anything, they have so much fucking money and they can't have all this shit working. They can't have people hired to work and fix the code to not have bad updates. They can't even test a fucking update. Boys and girls, I am so sick and tired of a yearly released Call of Duty. We should have still been playing MW3 to this day. I mean, if 4-year developed game Black Ops 6 is not good enough right now, holy fuck, take as much time as you need to put out a good game. We should be playing a Call of Duty every other year, because right now, these new Call of Duties every year is not good enough. It is so fucking bad. But yet again, me saying that, like I just said, it took 4 years to make Black Ops 6 one of the worst Call of Duties, if not the worst Call of Duty I've ever experienced in my life. So maybe MW3 was put out like this, right? Without barely any time. Maybe that's what we need to do. Every 6 months, make a new COD. I don't fucking know. These guys are terrible.
Than that, but they put out a statement essentially saying, oh, you know what? You guys are all wrong. That's the way it felt as a community. So I don't know what the heck's going on, but this is kind of a silly spot to be in. And they have this account for Call of Duty that does the Call of Duty updates, and they try to do their job to try to update certain things. Obviously, we had some patch notes 6 hours ago that basically talked about the UI thing, but this is a problem. It's with the game. So I wanted to point out something very specific is when we go to this, and if you just look at the dates, so if you look at all these, we could just go back. Okay, from right here. So the 29th, boom, issue. 29th, obviously the update. 29th, these are multiple issues. The 29th, retweeting the 29th, hey, we fixed the problem. Boom. 29th. 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 How many things went wrong on the 29th?
Dude, I am so like, this is so hard for me to just even want to get back on these games, even on update days, because I get so excited for an update and then we just know the game's going to be broken now. Like, as a community, we just know.
Beyond broken. Same thing with the 30th, 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 30th. and 30th and 30th and 31st. We finally made it to today, guys. Let's go. Either way, the game's in shambles when it comes to these types of things. Of course, if you're on the lucky side where you just don't experience any issues, you don't notice anything, more power to you. Hopefully you enjoy that experience and you cherish it, because there's so many people that are having these issues. And it's not like we're making them up. They're like, yes, literally tweeting 7 times on one
I'm
day.
telling you, bro,
saying,
the craziest part is seeing all the people in the comments of my videos saying I just make shit up just to put out videos. I don't make shit up. This game is terrible. This company is terrible. The updates they put out are terrible. I don't know what it is about this year, but it's been the most broken year I've ever played. And that's basically all it is out of this video. But, you know, JGOD, I just like seeing a big content creator with that many subscribers, with this many views, checking out these videos. I like seeing somebody be able to still call out these people, because it's a lot of smaller channels that continue to call out Call of Duty, but now we're starting to see a trend of bigger channels doing this. And the more bigger channels do this, maybe the better. I don't know. We've been doing this for some time now within Black Ops 6. Wasn't that much during MW3, because we all know MW3 was actually a decent game. It was just SBMM and some dumb shit that was holding it back. But this game, I've never seen so many content creators call this game out. So hopefully this is a big wake-up call for Activision, for Treyarch, for Call of Duty in general. But yet again, like he said, more and more people are still buying these bundles, even though the bundles are not that good. If I was somebody that liked bundles, the only thing that makes the bundles decent are the pay-to-win guns. And we all know there's pay-to-win guns. There's a pay-to-win LC10. There was a pay-to-win AMAX iron sights. There's pay-to-win skins like the Terminator skin, which they took out of the game, but still fucking broken. I mean, why would they change it? People are still going to be buying it. I don't know. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions down below. Do you guys think they made these changes on purpose, like the player icon? Do you think they did that on purpose, or was that an actual mistake? What about the server issues he talked about back in the day? Do you guys think that's really server issues, or do you guys think that's skill-based damage stuff? I would love to know what you guys think. But at the end of the day, this game's broken. We all know it is. I can only last about an hour and a half playing it. I really just still love playing it, because I do have a good time when the servers are actually good, when the gameplay is actually good, and everything is working the way it's supposed to be. The game is fun. But a lot of the times, you're just hoping and praying for that. Majority of the time, it's just not going to be good. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. You guys have an amazing Friday. Enjoy your weekend. If I don't see you, I'm out this bitch. Peace out.